Okay, so now it's 5:17 a.m. on May 19th. Continuing with my just backtracking on thoughts that occurred to me reading chapter 3 of the JFK Jr. book. And this happened just the other day. I was walking home from Walmart, and first of all, the whole thing with, the landscaping as you walk, and also the syncing of car noises and, um, things. As I'm walking down the road to, like, and cars buzzing by very close, or maybe they go over the line, into the shoulder when they have no reason to, or they just like hug the painted line, get real, you know what I mean, and also the noises. But anyway, everything there's little bits of debris, dog dirt or whatever that's carefully placed all along my route. And so I was spinning to myself my theory of germ phobia. Because first of all, their concept is that because I have like this germ phobia thing, that's a sign of a weakness of the mind. So that's going to result in me somehow caving at some point. And germ phobia is a reflection of that because of phobia, right? It's irrational. So I was just spinning the three different types of germ phobia. We have the airborne germ phobia, which is just like a contaminated object that if you get within the proximity of it, the contamination that's in the air affects you. Then we have the direct contact germ phobia. You touch, a contaminated object. Then we have the indirect, which is you touch a place that touched a contaminated object. So what made me think of that? So I'm talking about video 47. It's approximately, oh, okay. So I was looking at the wrong place. Okay. So this is 54 seconds to approximately 1:16 now. Going on when it was happening. The first group consisted of... Okay. The pose teamed with items about John. Yes, when you say, okay, when you say teamed, TEEM, that makes me think of teeming bacteria. So, that summer, the news and the Post teamed with items about John. They fell into three categories. The first group consisted of... That's what made me think of three categories, because that's what I'm saying, right? Anyway. Tidbits on our rush to publish, such as the report in the Daily News on July 10th that we had asked the comedian Roseanne Barr to write for us. We had, but Barr's sour essay was barely comprehensible, and she refused to rewrite, so we spiked the story. The second John... Yeah, spiked, so that's an old-fashioned thing. When you had hard copy, like you would in the newsroom, you type on typewriters, and it was spike was just that, a spike, and you just spike the copy, whatever it was, on just a steel spike. Anyway, so then there's one more thing here that makes me think of Liz Taylor. Let me do this real fast. Liz Taylor. This is video 48, 122 to 145. Alright, so yeah, okay. Like Elizabeth Taylor. Oh, okay, so a little bit before that. Celebrity actress. Oh, okay, so wait a minute. Like Elizabeth Taylor. Maybe it is, let me see. Alright, so yeah, okay. So when disenfranchised wags... Oh, okay, so that's not it. It's before that. It's before that, so where is it then? Maybe it's at the beginning. Okay, so I got this time wrong, let me see. In early August, staffers at George have erected a wall to separate themselves from the other magazines at the Hachette office. Okay, so that's it. This is what it makes me think of it. The prince amid the... Okay, so around 25 seconds. In early August, staffers at George have erected a wall to separate themselves from the other magazines at the Hachette offices on Broadway. So what makes me think of that is that when PR Newswire moved to Jersey City, and this whole thing was going on in 1993, right after the movie Indecent Proposal came out, but before I quit. So the editorial offices, PR Newswire, were in Jersey City, and the sales offices were in New York on Broadway. And one day I had to go to Broadway, to New York, Broadway offices, sales offices, for some kind of a meeting. And so it made me think of the video I saw last year of Liz Taylor at the Tonys. She said she mispronounced somebody's name, some theater producer's name. Like, I took the whole thing. Well, you know how she is. I mean, just as a mock of my career. Let's put it career, or aspiring career, or non-career. Career in quotes, non-career without quotes in the theater. Yeah, and I forget what it was. Something about it was. I guess it was around the 1980s or something like that. And she was at the Tonys, and yeah, and Hachette, and of course Hatchet, and like a big brick wall. So that's all I wanted to. So that's how I'm catching up on the chapter 3 of what things that come to mind as I'm reading this. So this is 6 minutes and 23 seconds.